Is the SIG P320 dead? Hey guys, if you have not heard about the SIG P320 drama, then you are living under a rock as far as the 2A community goes. So SIG won the government contract to build the P320 M17 and M18 variants for the military back in 2017. And it's a 10-year long contract, and they have produced a gajillion of this one. And this contract was for like $500 million, so an obscene amount of money. And they honestly developed what I think is a pretty good gun. Now, there were some genuine drop safety issues that were repeatable, and people proved it, and they did brush that under the rug, but eventually they ended up fixing it, and all newer models don't have that issue. And if you did have the older model, you can even check the serial number, send it back to SIG, and they'll fix it. Great, cool. So after that, I thought it was a pretty good gun. Obviously, the military chose it, the Air Force, Marines. So when I was looking for a full-size handgun, I was like, well, the military chose it, so that must be a pretty good version. So this is my SIG P320 M17 that I have put a handful of accessories on. So I put a Surefire X300 Ultra, I put an Armory Craft compensator, the genuine SIG threaded barrel, I put a Leupold Delta Point Pro. Other than that, I actually am running the rest of the SIG P320 M17 stock. I haven't upgraded the trigger or anything like that. Although I do really like triggers with trigger safeties. However, this one does not have one. I figure I'd update that one day. Oh, I did also put suppressor height sights on there that can co-witness with the Leupold Delta Point Pro. So this is honestly my favorite 9mm shoot. It shoots flat, it's freaking reliable, it's a ton of fun. So with the M17 drama, I have seen enough videos, and I'll put a link to a couple of videos in the description below, that there is some pretty good evidence that the SIG P320 can fire on its own. Now, I don't know the whole background of the story, whether there are other things in people's holsters that were messing things up, but yeah, a bunch of law enforcement has been producing. I mean, they have video evidence of the gun going off on its own in a holster, not being touched. And lately, the Air Force, one supposedly it was on a table in a holster, and it went off and killed a serviceman in the Air Force, which is less than ideal. So now the Air Force is no longer using it. I think we're going to see more and more law enforcement. There's a lot of law enforcement agencies have stopped using it. I think we're going to see more governments not using it anymore. And to be honest with you, a lot of ranges around the country have banned the SIG P320 from even using it at the range. So for the most part, the SIG P320 is becoming an obsolete gun very quickly, and a gun that you can't even take to ranges and to practice and train with unless it's an outdoor range. So it's really kind of a bummer. And I don't know about you, but if you ever have carried appendix, or if you carry every single day and you're around small kids, sometimes that gun, it's not pointed. A firearm is only being pointed in an unsafe direction if it is in your hands. If it's in a case or a holster, I don't consider it being pointed in an unsafe direction. So, but sometimes you're around kids and whatever, and if your everyday carry went off, I mean, you could kill someone, or if you were appendix carrying, you could kill yourself, or at least at a minimum get a Darwin Award. Now, the only thing that would fix this is if SIG, their engineers, found the issue that was causing it to go off on its own. Even if it was even if it was a production run, sometimes the tooling starts to wear out and they run the tooling a little bit longer. And so it's only a subset of certain serial numbers that have the issue. But if they were to find the issue, isolate it, figure out what was wrong, and then issue a recall to ideally every SIG P320 on the market that's ever been out there for military, consumer, everyone, and you could send it back to SIG and they could fix it, and you could verify that it was fixed. If they did something like that, then I think they could reclaim their, if they just kind of owned it. I'm definitely not going to buy another SIG P320, and honestly, the way SIG has handled it, they must have taken training for how just destroy your company reputation. They probably took the class. Here's how you destroy your company reputation, and they're executing it perfectly. So in my opinion, I'm probably like, man, SIG makes some good guns, honestly. Like their P365 is pretty awesome. Their M400 AR is great. But I'm probably not going to support SIG unless they have a gun that's really niche that I really want to get. I'm probably not going to support them. I'll just go buy. There's enough good firearms on the market. I'll go buy something else. I don't know what you think. Please put it in the comment section below. Is SIG dead to you? Put it in the comment section below. As always, guys, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.